morning session of Coffee Talk. And with us this morning, we have Sean King, who's the Executive Director of USBands. Sean, how you doing this morning?
We're doing great, Randy. How about yourself?
Really good. I know before we started recording this, we were talking about all the busy weekends, and we're right in the thick of it. And the same is true for USBands. So tell us what's going on.
That's for sure. Well, we've capped a really busy a few weeks since we last spoke to everybody here on Coffee Talk. Last week we were privileged to have a chance to sit down at Conn-Selmer headquarters with yourself and Richard and Dr. Tim and Mike and the whole team, and it was great day of learning and conversation about excellence in education, and really got ourselves excited about what's to come with the relationship between USBands, Western Band Association, Conn-Selmer, BDPA. A lot of great things happening in the offing, and actually we got inspired. We had already had it on the calendar for this past weekend, but to see it kind of come to fruition right in the middle of the marching band season, we had planned to do a little bit of a leadership and educational clinic for some bands that were participating at an event. We had the ability to work real closely with Dr. Adam Gumbel with Westchester University, and also Dr. John Malaskis at Towson University, and the entire Towson University marching band, and bring them in conversation with about 350 high school students about the mid-season slumber, right? When you get to that mid-season point and, you're just kind of, you're doing the rehearsals, but you're not quite the championships yet. You need to kind of get that fire reignited. And then we talked a lot about leadership, and it was a tremendous session, and kind of takes us in that direction of, what we do between the yard lines is important, but band is life, life is band outside of those yard lines and yard markers. And we feel we have a little bit of an idea moving forward on how to engage students, not only before the season, but now kind of inside the season. And feedback from the directors was really positive too.
That's great. That's great. And I know we have some show band events that we've been really excited about that have done really well. Tell us about those.
Yeah, we just completed our second of 3 different events that we're hosting this year. First one was on October 8th. We were in Montgomery, Alabama, and we had about 14 groups there. Really excited, really enthusiastic. And interestingly, we're finding bands traveling a pretty great distance to be able to participate in these USBands and Conn-Selmer Ludwig Musser events. So we had bands from Mississippi and Georgia and Tennessee, as well as Alabama and some nearby neighborly ones. And then this weekend we were able to go back and kind of where it all started at Prairie View A&M. We had another 12 bands there, mainly all from Texas. So we're finding it really interesting, not only that we're drawing from diverse geography, but we're also starting to see bands that are, the best way to explain it is a little bit of a hybrid. We've at one band that comes to mind is Klein Forest in Texas. They've participated with us in a more traditional core style event, and they have a second program that is a little bit more in a traditional show style event. So they brought that out for another USBands event. So we're finding, a lot of innovation, a lot of creativity happening on behalf of these band directors and these students to be able to be reflective of the diverse populations that are in our schools right now. And we're super excited, to see that continue to grow. We have one more event November 5th in Raleigh, North Carolina. We have about a dozen bands there. It's called the Showdown on the Capitol. So we're excited about capping off our season here, and then we roll into our planning for 2023. Can't say enough about Eric Prince and Gary M. Bryant, who are kind of our leads on these projects. And as I understand it, Eric Prince is going to be joining Dr. Irvin a little bit later this month with a HBCU collective and part of the Musical Moments feature that I know you guys are producing. So can't wait to see what Eric has to say, and and expand and grow what we're doing within the traditional show style platform. Can't say enough great things about the work that that team has been putting together, and we're looking for a tremendous future.
That's great, Sean. And I know we've got the big championship event coming up in November. Is that correct? At MetLife, back at MetLife?
That's right. Yeah, we're kind of building towards the big crescendo here for the end of the year. We start our state championships this weekend in Pennsylvania, Maryland, Virginia, and New York, and those are they're not qualifiers, but they're seedings for those national championships that you mentioned. And then the following week, we have state championships in New Jersey and across New England. So by the end of the weekend of the 29th, we'll have everyone seated for 53 open class performances, which are going to be at MetLife Stadium. And we're excited to say that there's almost 70 marching bands that'll be at J. Burning Crum Stadium. Those are the A-class bands. A little bit different structure to how they're adjudicated and the feedback and commentary that they get, but it's going to be about 130 bands between the two events, and we're excited to make the magic happen and cap off this season. Fingers crossed for good weather, and we know it's going to be great performances. The students have been doing great all year. Adjudication and band directors have been having great experiences. So we hope to finish out the 2022 season strong and roll right into 2023.
That's terrific, Sean. And I think we can all say that post-COVID, especially 2022, has been good to get everything back on track and lots of participating groups, lots of large audiences at the events, and all we need now is the weather to cooperate for the rest of the middle of November, right?
That's for sure. But as we were saying last week, and I think that was kind of the takeaway, is band is back, and we're happy to be there.
That's great. Well, thanks so much for joining us this morning, and we look forward to talking to you down the road as you wrap up your season with USBands.
Absolutely. Safe travels, Rainey. I know you have a busy schedule.
Thanks so much. You as well.
All right.